This is the all-inclusive course, my friends, to give you everything that you need to pass the CAPM exam.
Welcome, my friends, to the CAPM Immersion. It's such a pleasure to have you here today. I know you're taking the CAPM exam and you want to know, what should I do to absolutely make my chances bulletproof? I'm going to show you very quick. This is where you need to be if you're taking the CAPM exam. It's not the PMBOK guide. It's not the Agile practice guide. The first place I need you to be is called the CAPM exam content outline. Have you read the CAPM exam content outline or kind of gone through it? So I'm going to put that in the chat. And we are going to be talking about this content outline at a very high level, and then we'll get into some additional details. So let me share my screen. Okay, so this is it right here. This is the document that I used to prep one of my students who had to take the new exam, and he had to take it at very short notice. This is what happened. He took the old exam and his exam was revoked. So if you're ever taking your exam at home, beware. Don't move. Don't just stay in the screen, because he moved and his exam got revoked. And then the following day, he's like, I have to take this exam. What am I going to do? And I'm like, to be quite honest, Jannik, you're going to be faced with taking the new one, because he wasn't able to find a seat at a test center or find any openings at home. So I ended up spending 1 hour with him going through this document I'm going to show you. But lo and behold, by afternoon, he said, Phil, no, there's a test, there's an exam opening at home. I'm going to try to take the old exam. So he finds an opening on the 24th of July. And then he goes in to, he starts his exam in his office. And all of a sudden, he sees a question on business analysis, and then another one. And then when his result finally comes out, he's got the 4 domains that I'm about to show you. And that's what the new exam is based on. But I only spent an hour with him, but it was a solid hour of teaching him everything that I'm going to be showing you. Everything he needed to know, I showed him in that 1 hour, and he passed the exam with very, very little time spent. So here we go. Your CAPM exam is broken down like this: project management fundamentals and core concepts. You got to know what a project is, a program is, an operation very, very clearly. You shouldn't be fooled. That's the first thing. On top of that, you need to know PMI's quirky definition of a value delivery system. So let me ask you, Terry and Nina, do you folks have a copy of the 7th edition of the PMBOK guide?
Yes.
Good. So the 7th edition is what I want.
All right, so that is a sneak preview, my friends, of what the immersion aspect of the CAPM exam presents. We covered everything and then some. In this course, you are going to meet not only me, but you're also going to encounter my buddy Roy, because we collaborated on a very robust aspect of this exam, which is PMBOK 7. So we have 8 hours of PMBOK 7. We cover all the domains in this program called the CAPM Exam Masterclass. Domain 1 is covered. Domain 2 is covered. Domain 2 goes a little bit more into the stuff I was alluding to. So the value delivery system, we have this system that the PMI has illustrated portfolios with programs and projects, and how all of these relate and how they exist in a system of sorts. The entire thing is in an internal environment, and then we have the wider external environment, and all that stuff is talked about, and how the communication happens, communicating strategy, outcomes, benefits, cascading down, and communicating the output and the outcomes back to management for understanding. That is talked about in the 7th edition, but in this course, we cover all that stuff. It is extremely robust. We cover everything that you need to know about the principles, So we cover the 12 principles as well. As you go through the course that I'm going to be showing you, you go through all of this stuff. But as you saw, it has a live component. So you come onto the program live with me for 2 hours. We cover a lot of this stuff at a high level. After covering domain 2, which is really more on the predictive side, we get into domain 3, and that's where we get into Agile. I give you a good breakdown of what Agile is. And then we go to the next level, which is covering the aspects of business analysis. And that's where we really take it up a notch, because in the business analysis aspect, I'm showing you everything you need to be aware of to become a great business analyst, if you're not already doing some business analysis. So what I do is I take the 6 and the 6, the 6 process groups of business analysis, the 6 knowledge areas of business analysis, and I give you a very comprehensive view of the entire world, piecing it apart and bringing it together. We go into a lot of detail. So if this is already sounding like something you want to do, I want to encourage you to sign up. The price for this course is changing. So you must hurry to capm.pmsucceed.com to take advantage of this pricing. The pricing is still ridiculous. It is extremely affordable for live training and coaching for the immersion, which goes for 2.5 hours, plus a book that covers all the stuff that you need to know. Just so you understand, I'm going to show you some of the contents of the book. So it's going down where you can take a look. This is the book. This book has since been updated to include over 650 pages. So it's a very robust document that walks you through all of the areas. As you can see, when you get this book, you'll be able to print it. You'll be able to explore the concepts in a lot more detail because we have a lot of questions. As you can see, these are a lot of questions at the end of the sections. We go into Agile. My buddy Roy and I wrote the Agile section. We have a lot of questions on Agile. These are quizzes in the aspect of Scrum. And then business analysis, we have, as you can see, this is page 428. So we have over 80 pages on the business analysis piece. It's very visually compelling, very, very simple to read and understand. A lot of graphics that help you understand what this whole thing is about. Okay. Now, as part of the pricing, my friend, we also have a full-on course. And this course is on Udemy, and I'm going to show you the course now, just so you understand the makeup of the program. This course is on Udemy, but if you sign up for the program, you get access. This access,
if you are getting ready for the CAPM exam,
is part of what you're paying for. So you got live training, you got an on-demand course, you got tons of questions, you got audio, you got video, you got a ton of stuff. Part of this curriculum right here at the bottom, you can see we've got a section coming with the CAPM mock exam. We got one of our students, the very first to get certified as a CAPM, because he got certified on the 24th of July, which is a day before the bill date from PMI. He got certified and he is sharing his lessons learned in one of these sections. So you'll be able to listen to that. Also, as part of the course, as you can see, we have section 1, the introduction, domain 1, I beg your pardon, introduction to PMBOK 7, then domain 2, then the Agile frameworks, then the business analysis. This is a boatload of great information. So if you are thinking of going for an online on-demand CAPM course, this is the course you want to be on. Okay, so I'm going to put a link below. Look for the link, sign up, come on the program. You'll be extremely glad you did. We are also leveraging the power of collaboration, intermittent mentoring and coaching whenever the opportunity is available. So if you want to be on a program that is more than just looking at a bunch of slides and being bored out of your mind, you need to be on this program. I'm actually taking time out to explain the program to you because I want you to take advantage of the crazily affordable pricing for great project management training. All right. You're also going to get this book, like I said, it's called CAPM Exam Masterclass. It has everything, the fundamentals, predictive agile business analysis. This is your course. This is the course you need to be on. Okay. So what are you waiting for? Don't miss a beat. Go on down to this link. This link is capm.pmsucceed.com. And like I said, when you come on this program, you're going to get all these great things, live training and coaching, a book of over 600 plus pages with a boatload of questions. And then in addition to the on-demand live and questions, you're also going to get audio. But take action now. Take action now while this offer is available, because it will be going away very soon. Okay? Thank you very much for joining me, my friends. In conclusion, we're going to listen a little bit to Jannik, our first PMP, I beg your pardon, CAPM exam guru. He will go for PMP, not just yet, but our first CAPM guru. We're going to listen to what he has to say about this whole program and the support he got.
It's sounding to me like they're harder, but they are situational questions. Like
I felt like I said this before. I felt like compared to your mock exam, was even like I felt the mock exam was difficult. But I felt like this was on the same level, if not even more difficult.
wow. So don't make the mock exam any easier. That's what I'm hearing. Just leave it
on that level, I'd say. So it's a good start.
Wow. Well, that's great feedback. Let me show you just a few. So these are more like PMP questions, and I've been showing them on our channel for a bit. I've kind of put them out there for PMPs, but it's sounding like, is this sort of indicative?
You are a project manager, engineering industry, you're leading complex infrastructure exactly like this. And
really,
just
wow.
trying for multiple definitions, words in there like engineering industry, complex infrastructure, coordination with multiple stakeholders, just to throw you off. There's not a lot of information in there that you actually need.
Yes.
There's a lot of info in there, right? And then during the execution, you identify exactly, this is exactly the type of question you would get. Yes.
Wow. That means they've upped the ante. Here's another one.
Your project, yeah. And it always defines an industry. It defines a in which life cycle of the project are you, and then it describes a problem or a struggle, or if it's business related, if it's human resources, if it's industry related. It always sets you in a context, and then yeah.
I think this is, it's good to know. Well, thank you for shedding some more light on this. For those students of ours who are, thinking of taking the new exam, you've heard from Jannik, it's absolutely doable. You can do it. You just have to be dogged and rugged like he is. And do you have any final words that you would give to anyone who is thinking of doing this?
I mean, if you're on a time crunch like I was, get a understanding of the critical language, of the critical vocabulary. Get a general understanding of how a project works. That is, for me, it was not even necessarily with the actual learning vocabulary. It was more like with the general idea for the first CAPM exam. And then try and use common sense for the questions. Understand what the question is, understand what the question wants from you, and then understand what the answer says. Like, what is the main, for me, the main part of this is understanding the question. You could be prepared crazy. If you don't understand the questions, you're not going to do well. But on the other hand, if you're prepared like crazy, you will, the vocabulary will jump at you. Well, oh, okay, I'm in that process. Oh, okay, they want to know a tool. Oh, okay, they want to know a position in the company. Oh, okay, they want to know a formula or whatever. And then it's going to be, if you know your vocabulary, then you should do fine, and especially if you prepared well and yeah, know your stuff, then it's definitely doable.
Thank you, Jannik. It's so refreshing for a lot of people who are thinking of doing this, and some of them have been scared, but now they are hearing from someone who has been there, done that, and I'm hoping that their confidence has been up despite all the odds that you faced, all the hardship. You're now a CAPM, so congratulations. For those of them listening who want to do what you've done, I want to recommend that they start off by going to capm.pmsucceed.com, and there you can get the same tutelage and assistance that Jannik has received. You can see he's done it. If you want to be on this same bandwagon, let's start off with a PMP immersion, going down to capm.pmsucceed.com. We've made it very affordable because when Jannik shared his story, I decided that I would make this very affordable for people who have suffered similar hardship, because I know a lot of people have suffered hardship on the exam. So right now you can get an absolute steal. Just going down to capm.pmsucceed.com, come on the wagon. I'm going to go through the same recipe, since we know it works, since Jannik, it's worked for him. We're going to go through the same recipe. We're going through the entire content outline, and the same way I took him through the 4 domains, I'm going to take you through the 4 domains. And yeah, how did you feel when we had gone through the whole thing yesterday? Was your head a little fried, or how were you feeling?
Oh no, I was once you get into that state of and once you get into that state of accepting this and like just working through it, and also understanding some of it, then it just comes together at one point, and it all works together really well. And once you have like the basic structure, you can refine that. And yeah, then it's quite doable. Yeah.
Did that structure help, of the PMBOK mainline showing all the processes of integration and how they all interweave? So we had develop project charter, gives you this.
Yeah, honestly, that video, I felt like it makes you understand like the critical steps, and more like, because I feel like when you see those charts, it's always difficult to really understand what is the actual, how do the actual steps look like. And yeah, it just helps to understand what is the actual path, just the framework from, okay, I want to do something, to, okay, I get done. I felt like that was, yeah.
Good deal. Well, thank you, Jannik. Thank you so much for taking time out. You took a full hour out. And you know what? Every 3 years, PMI is looking for you to renew your PDUs. And if you want, if you're interested in that.
I mean, last but not least, I mean, obviously, you are in the right hands with Phil. I can just say that. He will fight for you. He will take in the hours with you. I was so surprised yesterday. He just basically took the whole day off just to like get me ready for that certification. And I was, yeah, he is, yeah, he's the right guy for you.
Thank you, Jannik. Congratulations.
Thank you,
and yeah, the sky's the limit from here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, Phil. Talk to you soon then.
Thank you.
All right, my friends. Well, you heard.
Hello, my friends.
It's our friend Jannik. Sharing his lessons learned. You've heard everything that he had to say. I would highly encourage you to go on down to the website, capm.pmsucceed.com. Right there on the screen. This deal is waiting for you. It's a steal, and let's get you certified. Bye for now.